Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be discussing about how to form a limited company in United Kingdom. With the exit of United Kingdom from the European Union, many countries want to realign their business arrangements with an independent UK. This calls for establishing business entities in UK in order to continue tapping the UK market. The most common business vehicle for doing business in UK is a limited company. Let us discuss the process of forming a limited company in UK. Before we begin with the process of forming a limited company in UK, let us first understand what is a limited company in United Kingdom. A limited company in United Kingdom is a legal entity that is separate from its owners or shareholders. In UK, there are two types of limited companies, namely company limited by shares and limited by guarantee. The fundamental difference between the two is that the companies limited by shares are profit-making legal entities, while companies limited by guarantee are considered to be non-profit-making organizations, as such companies exist for non-profit or achieving charitable objectives. The company limited by shares means they are owned by shareholders who have certain rights like voting and making changes in the company. Companies limited by guarantee have a guaranteed amount instead. Let us come to the procedure of limited company formation in United Kingdom. The procedure of limited company formation in UK is quite simple and can be executed in the following steps. As a note of caution, before embarking on the journey of limited company formation, it is advisable that one should check whether a limited company would be an ideal legal entity according to the requirements of one's business. The first step is choosing the right name of the company. The procedure of company formation in UK begins with choosing a name for the company. The name of the company must end with limited. A company need not attach limited after its name if the company is a registered charity or limited by guarantee as per the Articles of Association. The name of the company is not supposed to be too similar to another company's name or trademark of another company's. Another thing that needs to be kept in mind is that the name cannot be offensive or which suggests some connection with the government or local authorities unless the permission has been obtained. The second step begins with appointing a director and a company secretary of the company. The company must have at least one director who shall be responsible for running the company and maintaining the accounts and reports of the company. The director should be at least 16 years of age and should not be disqualified from being a director. The directors need not live in the UK, but they can have a registered office in UK. Directors have to provide a service address for correspondence purposes which will be publicly available. However, it must be noted that there is no need to appoint a company secretary for a private limited company. Some companies entrust the responsibilities of a director on company secretaries. Even if a company secretary is present, still the responsibility will lie on the director of the company. The third step begins with choosing the shareholders or guarantors for the limited company. The promoters of the company need to decide at least one shareholder or the guarantor of the company who shall be the director of the company. If the promoter is the only shareholder, then such shareholder holds 100% of the ownership in the company. When a company is registered, information about the shares known as statement of capital needs to be provided by the company. The statement includes the total share capital and shareholders of the company. When the company is limited by guarantee, then such company need to have at least one guarantor and a guaranteed amount. The guarantors are the company members who control the company and not draw profit from the company and reinvest the same back into the company. The fourth step begins with preparation of incorporation documents. Preparation of incorporation documents like Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association is the next important step in limited company formation in the UK. The last step begins with choosing the address and SIC code. One of the last few steps in limited company formation in UK involves choosing a registered office address for the company where all the written communication is sent. The address must be physical address in the UK and should be in the same country where the company is registered. Further, the company also needs to decide its standard industrial classification code for its business, which basically depicts what the company actually does. Once all the above steps are executed, the promoters can go to the company's house for registration, where the company also receives its corporation tax ID. For more such content, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.